Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Thank you for being here. For those of you that are coming back, I so appreciate your support. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for being here. You have found this video because you have some curiosity around spirituality, specifically around tarot. So I want to let you know, full disclaimer, I am not an expert. I am not a guru. I myself am on my own spiritual journey and recently been felt called to explore and understand and learn tarot. So I decided I was going to document my spiritual progress and share it all with you, invite you to come along and learn alongside with me. So I'm not an expert. I'm not here to give you expert advice or tell you how things are. I'm here inviting you to come along and learn alongside with me. So, all right, we're going to get into today's tarot pull. So, I am constantly communicating with Source, Spirit, the universe, God, guides, ancestors, however you frame that realm for yourself. For me, it's all interchangeable. Sometimes it's God, sometimes it's universe, sometimes it's Source. So, that's just my personal preference. Whatever works for you and feels most right for you is absolutely appropriate. Please remember that through your entire spiritual journey, it comes down to what is right for you, what feels right for you. And it's going to be slightly different for all of us. All right, I like to give that plug a lot because in the beginning, I really struggled with am I doing this right? Is what I feel or I think right, correct, whatever. I'm a very skeptical person. I do a lot of research. And I finally found the answer in peace around the fact that spirituality is going to be a little different for each and every one of us. And that's totally appropriate. To me, spirituality is coming back to yourself, to your authentic self, and bridging that communication and that connection with the divine. And however you see the divine is absolutely appropriate and right for you. All right, so I'm off on a tangent already, so we're just going to reel it in and get into the tarot pull for today. So, this morning while I was having conversations with Source, I made a specific request that I was ready to receive a specific gift. So today I thought I'm going to go ahead and ask for guidance about receiving the specific gift I asked for. So, Source, what guidance do I need to know about receiving my specific gift? And I'm going to pull 7 cards. Card number 1 is going to be the heart of the request, so the energy at the core of it. Number 2 is going to be alignment. Number 3 is going to be support. Number 4 is going to be the block or challenge. Number 5 is going to be divine timing. Number 6 is going to be action. And number 7 is just going to be overall guidance. So let's see what the cards have to say this morning. So Source, what guidance do I need to know about receiving my specific request? All right, here is our spread. In position 1, we have the 2 of Swords. Position 2, Judgment. Position 3, the 10 of Swords. 4, the Fool. 5, the 7 of Wands, pardon me. 6 is 8 of Cups, and the 7th position is the 7 of Cups. So let's get into it. All right, so in position number 1, which is the heart of the request, we got the 2 of Swords. And the 2 of Swords is all about indecision, crossroads, needing clarity, and inner conflict. So this card is suggesting that at the core, this request carries energy of choice and clarity. There may be some hesitation within me about whether I'm truly ready, which there is a little bit of doubt, or uncertain what receiving will look like, which is also probably true. So Spirit is likely showing that balance and clear intentions are essential. In position number 2, which is alignment, we got the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is about awakening, higher calling, truth, and soul alignment. So this card is suggesting that the request is aligned with my higher self. It's aligned with the work I want to do, the purpose I feel that I have here on this planet. Judgment suggests this gift is karmically and or spiritually significant. It is tied to my growth, lessons, or purpose. It feels like a destined step forward. So I believe this. I believe that when I receive this gift, it is going to propel me into that position that I feel is aligned with my soul's purpose. And when I do meditations to connect with my higher self, this gift has been received in those meditations. Okay, in the support position, we got the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is about ending, release, rebirth, rock bottom to renewal, which is exactly in line with the specific gift I asked for, because when I had my car injury, actually in a couple weeks, it will be 4 years or 5 years, one or the other. Anyways, and I had a brain injury. And I held on to my life and managed to make it through. I pushed through and likely caused some more damage to my brain and made my brain injury worse because I had a very mild traumatic brain injury. But I pushed through because I was finishing my university course. I continued to work full time. And on top of my, part of my university course, I had a placement of 20 hours a week. So I was working 60 hours a week, plus doing university courses, all with a brain injury. And it's a blur. That whole time was very traumatic for me. And when I completed the degree, so I completed my final year of my degree, I had an epic crash. And I lost my ability to work. I lost my ability to function. Honestly, my husband had to watch me shower as I sat on a chair in the shower because I could not stand up for 5 minutes. And anyways, it was bad. And we lost everything. We lost our house. We lost our friends. We lost our savings. We literally, our entire life, burned to the ground. And I'm now in this place of rebirth, where we are rebuilding from the destruction, from amidst the ashes of our old life. We are rebuilding, specifically over the last year and a half, and momentum is happening now, and we are starting to see our new life unfolding. So this gets me excited. All right. So support comes from what has ended. By closing a painful cycle, I've made the decision and made space to receive this gift. So though the Ten of Swords looks harsh, it's showing that I've already let go of something that has cleared the path. The work that I have done in the last year and a half to 2 years has been tremendous. And I mean, not just about physical recovery, but the emotional work, the healing work that I've done inside, the reevaluating who and what gets to be in my life, the working so intently on building a relationship, a healthy relationship with myself, learning to love myself and accept myself, the good, the bad, the ugly, and be comfortable in my own skin. I had to let go of all that outside garbage and expectations that were put on me as a child or as a parent or through society to be things that were not attainable for me or sustainable, because I'm pretty good at being able to be in a role for a while. But it wasn't sustainable and it wasn't true. And I had to shed so much. I had to let go of so much. So I'm so grateful to know that the support that is coming is because of everything that I've ended. Yeah. And I'm so grateful, because I'm grateful that I have, like, those things are ended, right? It's like confirmation that the work that I have done on those things is final. Like, I will not have to revisit those things. So I got to tell you, my car accident was one of the worst experiences of my life and the aftermath of what unfolded from it. But today I look back on it as such a blessing and such a gift, because it forced me, truly honest to God, it forced me to do the work I've done and brought me to who I am today. And today, life is far from perfect. There are stressors in my life, but I approach every situation from a place of peace and a place of trust and knowing that what's meant to happen is going to happen and unfold, and that I'm supported and be okay on the other side. Like, today, I live in a peace that is unlike anything that I ever thought was possible. Right? So, well worth it. Okay, getting back to the reading. The blocker challenge is the Fool card. So the key words for the Fool is leap of faith, new beginnings, and trust. So the challenge is in surrendering. And for me, it's not so hard to surrender, but for me, it's hard not to take back my control. So if you've watched before, you know that's a thing for me, right? So I am constantly re-surrendering several times a day sometimes, because that human part of me, that part of me from my previous experiences goes like, I can't just like believe and trust. Like, that doesn't make sense. So it makes sense to me that the challenge is, I'm going to say, staying surrendered. So the Fool card is asking, am I truly willing to leap into the unknown without fear, overthinking, or needing guarantees? The gift requires openness and trust in the unseen. So again, I feel like I'm making really good progress with this, because I'm pretty like, I'm this combination between emotional and logical, like, and I try to make the two work. Like, I try to balance the both of them, which is very difficult at times. But I want evidence of, like, I'm such a logical mind person, and like, show me the proof. So I'm making a lot of progress on this, so I'm not surprised that the Fool is showing up here. But I can tell you that my openness and my trust that things will just work out without me having to understand or know why, is getting stronger and stronger every day, because it is something that I actively acknowledging and working towards. So yes, I do believe that this is my challenge, and I will continue to surrender each and every time I realize that I have tried to step back into the driver's seat. Okay, divine timing is the Seven of Wands, and the Seventh of Wands is about persistence, standing your ground, and resiliency. So this is suggesting that the timing isn't instant. The gift will arrive, but not without some effort or pushback from circumstances. So I will need to stay firm, keep faith, and not give up too quickly. I'm pretty good at not giving up. So, yeah, patience, persistence, resiliency. I need to stand firm and keep faith. So, In the action, we got the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about walking away, seeking higher meaning, and releasing. So Spirit is inviting me to keep letting go of what no longer resonates. This may mean leaving behind emotional patterns, old expectations, or attachments that don't serve my request. And to continue to trust in the higher path. So again, for me, this tells me that I need to continue to walk away from the need to know the plan. The need to understand logically, see the evidence of, have the map of how I'm going to get from A to B. And the outcome. So the outcome, we got the Seven of Cups, which is about choices, dreams, illusions, and possibilities. So this card is likely suggesting that the outcome is not set in stone. The Seven of Cups shows many possibilities around this gift. It could manifest in ways that I don't expect. So Spirit says to stay disconcerting and clear in my vision so I don't get distracted or settle for illusions. Clear in my vision. Okay. So when I put the overall message together, the request is aligned according to the Judgment card, but Spirit is asking me to get crystal clear through the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups, to trust the leap through the Fool, and stay resilient, the Seven of Wands, while continuing to release old patterns, the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. The gift may not arrive exactly how I imagined, but it will come in a form that supports my soul's evolution. Well, I think I need to sit a little bit longer on this and process everything that was said here. But essentially, my request is aligned with my soul's purpose and higher self and goal. There's work that I need to do by getting crystal clear, by getting out of my own way and trusting the leap. I need to stay resilient around trust that I will receive. And I need to be open to receiving it not in the way that I expect. Okay, like I said, this one is going to require a little bit more reflection from me later on today when I do my afternoon meditations. But overall, informative reading. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I thank you all so much for those of you that tuned in and joined. This one felt a little discombobulated for me, so I hope it didn't feel that way for those of you watching. Anyways, all right, so please go ahead and tell me in the comments, is there a gift that you have been asking the universe for? And if so, maybe you feel inclined to pull a card today, right? Maybe you want to just pull out your tarot deck and just ask Source for guidance around this gift that you have been asking to receive. And you can just pull one card. And if you're new to tarot and you don't quite understand what the cards are, there's tons of different resources that you can use to research. There's different AI tools that you can use. And I know people are like, oh, AI is so bad. It's a reference, right? It's no different than you going to the library or, well, back in my day, like when I was a kid, we would go to the library and the library would have several different books about tarot and you would pick one or two and you look those cards up in those books and get an idea of the meaning and symbolize what the card symboled. So I think of AI as in the same way. So again, you do what's right for you. And I'm not going to say AI is right all the time. It's just like I could pick the wrong book at the library back in the day and I could completely disagree with what the author said. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do your research however is available to you, but then sit with it and determine whether or not that feels right for you. Let your inner guidance and intuition help you decide. All right. I'm shutting it off for today. So if you do end up doing a card pull today regarding a request or dream that you have, I'd love to hear how that went for you in the comments. All right. I am wishing you all a very blessed day.